Hi, thank you very much. At first, I was a little bit afraid that I'm going to talk about something new, but then I realized that the two panel and lecture before me just explained everything I'm going to talk about closed mariculture systems, and then about the international coverage and international support needed in order to advance this type of systems. So good morning. My name is Ido Mann. I'm the head of business development for Pure Blue Fish. And today we're going to talk about the seafood industry with a focus on the marine fish segment. A massive transformation has already taken place, and we have successfully moved the vast majority of production of seafood from the wild to farms. But there is one major exception: marine fish, where we're still relying on traditional fishing to hunt them down. Today, I'm going to walk you through the final step of that evolution: how we're moving from traditional fishing to industrial, ocean-independent mariculture, and why this is the inevitable future of marine fish production. Let's start a little bit with the data. You've all heard the headline: aquaculture now provides over 50% of seafood around the world for the first time a few years back. It sounds like a victory, but when you look closer at this graph, you can see that 50% is comprised mostly out of freshwater fish, diadromous fish like salmon and trout, and seafood. When you look at the marine fish segment, we haven't solved anything. 95% of marine fish, as per this recent UN report shows, are still coming from wild fisheries. We're trying to feed the 21st century population with a Stone Age hunter-gatherer system. We have zero capacity to scale supply in order to meet the demand. Because we hunt these fish in the wild and grow them in or next to the ocean, we are slaves to geography. This is the current supply chain. It is long, complex, and fragile. It can take 4 to 6 days to get from harvest to plate. It relies heavily on international freight, and it creates a massive carbon footprint just to keep the product fresh. But the real danger isn't the cost, it's the dependency. From the US to Israel and Europe, we now import the vast majority of marine fish we consume. We have outsourced our food security to foreign waters and global shipping lanes, and when the supply chain breaks because of wars, pandemics, fuel spikes, or just because a ship was stuck in the Suez Canal, we don't eat fish. The solution is not to fish harder. It is to stop fishing. We call this ocean-independent mariculture. We are moving production entirely on land, and this isn't just about fish farming. This is about creating a controlled, biosecure environment that is 100% decoupled from the ocean. Zero discharge means that the systems need to recycle 100% of the water. No pollution leaves the building. And zero ocean means that the system doesn't need a coastline. You can build your systems anywhere, right next to population centers, and operate completely independent of the ocean environment. You are not exposed to ocean-based contaminants, and you are not polluting the ocean ecosystem. All of these advantages sum up to become a fresh, sustainable, controlled, high-quality source of marine fish. Now, we have the technology. This is not just a concept. It is happening right now. Companies like Pine Island Verdefish, Sustainable Blue, and my own company, Pure Blue Fish, have already proven that the technology works. We are growing high-value marine species on land. We are doing it with zero discharge, and we're selling fish today. The technological risk is behind us. The question is no longer, can we do it? The question is, why aren't there 500 of these facilities right now? The problem isn't the science, the problem is scale. Now, for the policymakers, and Oren, I'm talking to you now, the calculation is all about pace. The transition to land-based mariculture is happening. The only variable is where. Do you want these facilities building your GDP, securing your food supply, and creating local jobs? Or do you want to keep importing from nations that did build them? These are capital-intensive infrastructure projects. If you want companies to build fast enough to secure your national supply, you need to make it worthwhile. You need to increase our leverage, grants, and loan guarantees, and these aren't handouts. They are the acceleration pedal for your own food security. For the investors in the room, these bottlenecks creates a golden opportunity. You're looking at a market with a guaranteed supply deficit. And here's the math. Scenario A, governments step in, which they're starting to do, especially in the US and EU, and they de-risk the construction. Your capex goes down, your leverage goes up, and you own the infrastructure of the future. Scenario B, governments move too slow. The wild catch continues to decline, demand rises, fish prices skyrocket, and the assets that are built become money-printing machines. Either way, owning the means of production for marine fish is a great investment. If you build it, they will come. The future of fish is not a frozen fillet flown 5,000 miles. The future is local, it is fresh, clean marine fish harvested this morning just next to where we stand. The future is coming, the technology is ready, the economics are undeniable. The only question left is, will you be a part of it? Thank you.